Awesome. Okay, we're recording. Okay, you guys, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Lisa Fuller. I'm going to undo my video right now, but it's in a car, so it's really dark, so I do apologize. But it's not a big deal. I don't think there's a little mirror. But anyways, my name is Lisa Fuller, and I am a 200K with Le-Vel. I have been with Le-Vel for about 8 months in about 3 days. So it's been a crazy whirlwind, full of amazingness. I mean, 8 months ago, I was with another company for 6 years. It was a health and wellness company. It had supplements and skincare. And I, did super well in that company. But once I tried this product, I knew I had a problem on my hands because, I was in a situation where I was like, okay, what am I going to be using a product from another company and still working with another company? And I actually had my mother try it, my sister, and my best friend. And when they tried the Thrive experience, you guys, I knew it got to the point where I couldn't sleep because I couldn't stop thinking about all the lives I was going to be able to change with this product. And then I saw the comp plan too, and I was like, okay, I am pretty sure that with this comp plan and this product, I would be able to change more lives than I ever dreamed possible. And I can tell you guys, it has been, like I said, almost 8 months. And literally what took me 6 years in my last company to get people seeing commas in those paychecks, I think I saw 72 in 6 years. And over here, we're already at about 200 in 8 months. And it's blowing my mind where we're at, where we're going. And for those of you, in case you're living under a social media rock somewhere, we just released a brand new product that is first to market that no one else is doing, on top of our other products that no one else is doing. The DFT Duo, which now we can say that we're in weight management, and we couldn't do that before. Before we said we were a health and wellness company, and now we can actually tell people, yes, we have something to help you manage your weight. And the weight management industry is $1 trillion industry a year, over and over, twice over. So it's pretty cool. And I actually was looking up some cool information just on network marketing companies. And out of the network marketing companies that have gone to $1 billion a year brand, most of them were weight management, had a weight management product attached to them. So that got me super excited because in case you guys don't know a ton about Le-Vel, they are a 5-year-old company. They pretty much just turned 5. They are a debt-free company, and they hit $1 billion in sales in just 4 years. That's crazy. That's like unheard of. So when I say we're in the right place at the right time, we are. And with the release of the DFT Duo, you guys, I really believe that it's going to take the company to $1 billion a year, and quick. Not, it's not going to take long. I think it's going to be something that happens pretty quick. So sometimes, I know enough about these businesses that timing is absolutely everything. Being in the right place at the right time with the right product, the right comp plan. And I truly believe if you are watching this Zoom right now, and you're listening to this, I truly believe that, gosh, you've got a winning lottery ticket literally in your hand. All you have to do to cash it in is just get started. Get started with the process of our simple system that Le-Vel has set in place to make money. I'm going to share that with you guys. But in case you're not familiar with what the Thrive experience is, the Thrive experience is 3 simple steps that you take every single morning. And it's basically all the nutrition you need in those 3 steps. It fills in nutritional gaps. And for every single person on the earth, those nutritional gaps are different. So, for, what it does for me, it could do something completely different for you. If you have not checked out the Le-Vel fan page on Facebook, it's LE-VEL. Go check it out, because you're going to see hundreds of thousands of stories. And one of the things that I think impressed me a lot was the fact that a lot of those stories are submitted by customers, not just promoters selling the product, but people not making any money. I mean, they literally feel so good on this product. They take the time to write their story to send it into the company. And that blew me away, because I came from a company where the only stories I really ever heard were people selling it, people making money off the product. So I was like, that's pretty impressive. And the cool thing is that if you go check that page out, you are going to find a story that sounds like you. And you're going to go, I want to feel that way. And that's what I absolutely love about this product is, for me personally, it was sleep. I have not slept through the night since I was probably in my early 20s. And I have some health issues that cause like muscle and joint discomfort, and just because of that, I toss and turn, and it's kind of like a joke on Facebook. People message me and go, "Do you ever sleep?" Because you'll see a post of me from like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and it's true. I didn't, and I think the 5th day of being on the Thrive experience, I was sleeping through the night, and that blew me away because I don't sleep through the night. That doesn't happen. But the other thing was my muscle and joint discomfort, and that was probably about 2 weeks in, is when I got out of bed and when I could walk around without having to walk around for 15 minutes before my knees felt better. It was amazing. So what those 3 steps are 2 capsules that you take in the morning on an empty stomach. I keep mine on my nightstand. Bottle of water, and literally we tell people right when you open your eyes, like before your feet hit the floor, take those 2 capsules. And what they are is they are your vitamins, your minerals, your nutrients, kind of to kickstart your day. I always tell people once you take those, you're not going back to sleep, so don't plan on it. They are going to get you up, awake, and moving around. And then about 20 to 40 minutes later, you mix up your lifestyle mix. We have 4 flavors of that. We have chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, and apple pie. I'm like partial to strawberry for sure. Everybody I think has their favorite, but what I like about it is it's I forget what they say, micro ultranized. Basically the powder is super, 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 super thin. It's not like gritty. And that's what impressed me, because I've tried lots of protein shakes in my day. And I'm usually like, I don't like this, or I have to like put it in the blender, and it's not quick, because I have to mix it with like 5 fruits for it to taste good. And what impressed me about this was I literally mixed it with a spoon in water, and it was good. So what that lifestyle mix is, your pro and prebiotics, your gut health, and it's got some amazing green tea in there to, kind of give you a little bit more energy too. Love the appetite control you get with that, but it's not a meal replacement. So you do want to make sure that you do eat breakfast after you do the 3 steps. And what I love about it is I felt a difference after about 2 days after taking with the pro and prebiotics that are in that lifestyle mix. I really felt a difference with my digestion, big time. So it's amazing for that. And then last but not least, you're going to stick our 3rd step on. And yes, you heard me right, you're sticking it on. It's called a DFT, and it's dermafusion technology. In a nutshell, that means nutrition through the skin. And it is a patented product Le-Vel has created along with a company called the Sabenza Corporation. And basically this like sticker thing that you put on your arm, this DFT, it is something no one else is doing, and it is what sets Le-Vel apart in this industry, really from any other company out there. The fact that they have a patented product, the fact that they're literally dipping into doing something that no one else is doing, it's incredible. And I know just from being in this industry for almost 8 years now, when you get into a company, you've got to find a company that has a product that no one else has. If I can go buy that product at Macy's, or if I can go get that product, online somewhere, it's not that special. There's a lot of companies that have capsules. There's a lot of companies that have, protein shakes, but they don't have a DFT. And that DFT is not some kind of gimmick. I mean, it really pulls the 3 steps together. They were made to work together. It's like synergy. And those 3 steps are going to give you results like you've never seen, because you're going to absorb up to 98% of these nutrients in those 3 products. And that doesn't happen with, these supplements that you take over the counter and with a lot of other companies. Sometimes you don't get the absorption rate, and over here you will, and that's what makes all the difference. I absolutely love getting out mini experiences. So if somebody sent you this video, definitely get one in your hands. But I just want you to know that if you do, 3 days of anything is not going to change your life. 3 days of anything isn't going to make you, fat to skinny, or, sick to well. But it will show you how simple and easy it is to take this product. And that's the biggest thing, is in my last company, I had to take 9 different products, 9 supplements to get what I get in just these 3 in the morning, you guys. That's crazy. And I was spending almost $400. For a fraction of the cost, I'm getting all 9 of those products in just these 3 steps. And the cool part about that is I remember somebody like me who is all over the place. I mean, I had to take 1 before dinner, 1 after dinner, this one before bed. This is done. 20 minutes in the morning. I promise you, each one of you will see how simple and easy it is to stick with it. So make sure whoever sent you to the video, get back with them. Say you want to get this in your hand so you can see how easy it is. you're going to fall in love with the simplicity just like I did. And I can tell you that, you know, you may even want to forego that 3-day mini experience and just sign up as a customer. What I love about Le-Vel is we don't have customer commitments over here. You do not have to order after that 30 days. You can try it for just 1 month. You know, previous company, you had to or you had to be a member. Le-Vel doesn't do that. And you know what I always tell people? I think this is so powerful that Le-Vel does not do this, because in my opinion, a company puts stipulations on you. They make you order, they make you sign an agreement, they make you pay a fee, honestly, because they don't believe enough in their product that you're going to continue to order it the next month and the next month and the next month. So they make you do it. I love that Le-Vel believes in this product so much. They believe you're going to feel something in that first month that you're going to choose to continue to order it every single month on your own with no commitments necessary. And I can tell you, my first month in the business coming over here, I signed 17 customers. 13 of those 17 are still ordering 8 months later. If that doesn't blow you away, if you know anything about, I mean, just the industry of sales, to have that kind of a ratio still ordering your product, that's probably blowing everybody away right now. So, you know, the product works, and that's really the key, isn't it? Is when you can feel a difference, when a person can feel a difference in their body, that's it. I mean, you know, we all want to look better. There's not a person on the face of the earth that doesn't. But when something makes you feel better, when something is changing your sleep, when it's making you be a nicer mommy, when it's, you know, making you feel better inside, we will do whatever it takes to get that. And the best part about this product is that as a customer, we already mentioned no commitments, but as a customer, you can get the product absolutely free, shipped to your doorstep, cost of shipping. I know, I think in America it's like $12.99. And my product is shipped to my door every single month. In fact, I have been, as a promoter, you can get the product free too, but for the last 8 months, I have not had to pay for my product. My product has been free. And I can tell you that quite a few of my customers get their product free every single month. And all they did to do that was refer to people. Once you try this product, you're going to be just like I was, you know. I thought about people right away that I knew was in a position in their life where they were going to be able to benefit from this product. I knew they were going to fall in love with it. And so I know when you try this product, you're going to also start thinking of all those people that you can help with it. And if you can find 2 of them and you can give them your link as a customer, they order, you can get up to $400 free each and every month as a customer, which is crazy. I don't know companies that do that. And just pay the shipping to get your product to your house. And they can do the same thing, you know, and that's the cool part about it, is not only can you do it, but then you can teach them how to do it. And if you're anything like me, and I know Sarah's on here, and Brittany, and any of the other promoters, the promoter that sent you probably to this Zoom video, you know, they thought of more than 2 people. They said, you know what, I really see the value in this, and I definitely can find more than 2 people. That's when you really want to look at the promoter side of Le-Vel, because if you're going to be sharing it, why not only get the product free, but make money on it? You know, I mean, that's the way the world goes around. And I know I want to share this product with each and every person that I run into. I mean, I never want to stop. I want everyone to feel the way that I feel. I want everyone to feel the way my mom's feeling, my sister, my best friend. I want everyone to feel that way. So that is when I said I seriously need to look at this opportunity. And I can tell you that Le-Vel has I'm not even going to say one of, in my personal opinion, it has the best compensation plan I've ever seen in network marketing. Like I said, when you've hit the jackpot by watching this Zoom right now, you hit the jackpot, because not only do we have a product that no one else has that works, but we have a compensation plan that literally, it shows anyone. And I don't care if you've been in this industry before and you've been in, you know, 5 other network marketing companies, you're going to see quickly. Or if you've never done this before, that's my favorite, when somebody's never done this industry before, because they literally can come into this compensation plan and they go, wow, this is simple, this is easy, I can do this. I have signed up people that were in my last journey with me that never saw probably over $300 to $500 paychecks monthly, and over here they're starting to see paychecks that blow my mind, that are blowing their mind. When I say, you know, 5-figure monthly comes, they're headed there, and it's not going to be too much longer. So that's what's possible over here, and that's what I love about Le-Vel, is whether you want to make an extra $200 a month, or whether you want to go all in, give it all you got, and make a huge difference in your life. It's crazy. So I do want to go through a little bit of the comp plan and make I'll probably make some comparisons to my last company, because it gives you an idea of how big of a deal and how huge this comp plan really is, as far as showing people how much money they can really make with it. But what I love about Le-Vel is when I sign somebody up, if you're going to get started, I get to tell you that in your first 14 days, you can put up to $1,200 cash in your pocket and a couple hundred in product credit. And it's by just following a simple system. So basically, once you get started, I'm going to have you, first of all, do what I have everyone do, which is thrive free. We're going to get out there and we're going to help you find those 2 customers. 2 people in your life could use this product. That's the first step. And if you can find those 2 customers, not only will you be getting your free product next month, and that literally is running your business. I mean, once you have $100 coming in underneath of you, whether you place that order or whether that order is placed by a customer, you are going to start getting commissions and all bonuses, commissions, just because you're bringing in that $100. So once you get those 2 customers, not only will you be getting your product free that very next month, but now you are commission qualified. And not only that, but you're halfway to your first bonus with Le-Vel, because if we can now sign up 2 promoters with a kit, and we can get all 4 of those people together, your first 2 customers and your 2 promoters, to equal $800 in sales, you will get a $400 cash bonus. You'll get a $100 product credit, and you'll also get a paycheck with the residual income of those 4 people. And what is so cool about that, you guys, is I want you to picture this in your mind, because so many of you, I know what $500 meant to my family when I first got into this industry. It's why I got into this industry, was for an extra $500. And if somebody would have told me, hey, Lisa, you can literally get that in your pocket next week, I would have done it. And that's exactly what I'm telling you you can do. So basically, let's say that we sign you up today. If we can sign you up today, right now, let's say we sign you right now, you would have the next 2.5 hours to find your 2 customers and 2 promoters. And let's say you did that. Let's say you found your customers and promoters in the next 2 hours before midnight Eastern. That's when our pay period ends every week on a Sunday. Tuesday, you would get your paycheck for probably a little over $500 cash and then $100 in product credit. That's unbelievable that we can do that. And we do get paid every Tuesday over here, just like I mentioned. So that's what's cool about it. And then once you do that, once you find those 2, just 4 people, you can actually do that process one more time in your first 14 days and get that same thing again. So if you did get it done very quickly and you still had, let's say, 7 days left in your 14-day period, you can go back and get 2 more customers on an auto ship, 2 more promoters with a kit, again, creating another $800 in sales. And guess what? That very next Tuesday after you do it, you're getting another paycheck up to $660 in cash incentives and bonuses. It's blowing me away to watch people do this process and teach it to their people and what they're doing. Now, in my last company, we wanted to get people to a place called Ruby when they signed up. And in order to make that happen, 29 people had to go in a specific structure. That's hard. We had to put everybody in a certain spot. Everybody had to get 4 customers. You had to make sure that all these boxes were filled with 400 in volume. Everybody had to run an auto ship. I mean, if there was one piece of the puzzle missing, guess what? Somebody didn't get $500. And, that's why it was so hard in my last company to see that happen. So obviously you can see, look at the difference, 29 versus 4. 29 is hard, but 4, anybody's capable of bringing 4 people into this business and seeing the bonuses and incentives over here. Now that's just the beginning, because what happens is if we can get you to the rank of 4K in your first 30 days, we can get you a $299 bonus. It's all called the iPad mini bonus. They used to actually give out iPad minis, but then Apple started running out of iPads because we were giving out so many, and now they've made that a cash bonus. So basically, if we get you to the rank of 4K in your first 30 days, you're going to get a $299 cash bonus on top of your other $400 bonuses and the product credit you've already gotten. And then the next step is going to 12K in our comp plan. And that is the part, that's like the golden nugget. 12K is where you want to be, because that is where you get our auto bonus. In my last company, I had in 6 years, 2 people on my team get the auto bonus in that company. Neither one of them kept it. It blows my mind that in 8 months we have over 150 people on this team have this auto bonus, have reached this rank of 12K. In my last company, it was called a diamond. Over here, it's 12K auto bonus rank. And they have gotten that auto bonus. And you guys, I mean, to take off your plate the second largest bill that comes into your household, that's insane. It's amazing to be able to tell people you can do that. And, what blows me in my mind really is when I look at people doing this, it's about half the amount of people it took in my last company to get to that same rank. It takes half the amount of people. So it's just so much more doable. But that's that rank where people start seeing that comma every month in their paycheck. And that's really where, we're watching so many people get to that rank that, have tried in many other companies to get that comma, never saw it, and they are able to do it over here with Le-Vel. So those are just a few of the ways that we get paid right out of the gate. After that, the ranks go from 12K to 40K, 40K to 80K, 80K to the top of our comp plan is called the 200K. I did that in 30 days, you guys. I didn't do it by myself. I did it with an amazing team of people. And so far on my team underneath of me, we have 4 200Ks. That was another thing that was so exciting to me was, when I was in my last company, all I wanted was to help at least one person. In 6 years, I would pray every year that someone on my team would get to the top of the comp plan with me, and it never happened. So over here, to just look at what's happened in 8 months, having 4 people reach the top of the comp plan on my team, I can't even imagine where we're going to be by the end of this year, let alone by the end of 6 years. It's mind-blowing. It really is. So a couple other ways that we get paid, which I think are really important to mention. We have something called Infinity Fast Start bonuses. So, in my last company, in order to get a fast start bonus, you had to sign somebody up. And in that 30 days, the first 30 days that you signed them up, they had to get 2 customers. And if they did, and that was an if, you would get a fast start bonus. The problem is that lots of times you were the one giving customers away to make it happen, and it was hard to do. I mean, I missed a lot of fast start bonuses in that company. What I love about Le-Vel is that you get a fast start bonus the second you sign someone up. It just depends on the kit that they start with. That the amount of the fast start that you will get depends on the kit. So what I love is that I'm gonna get something on a brand new person just based off of where they're starting, whether they sign any customers or promoter. And not only that, you guys, but they're infinity. And what we mean by that is through the life of your business, anybody that you personally enroll, you get a fast start bonus on them anytime they order a kit. Even if it was 5 years from now, if they order a kit, you're going to get a fast start bonus if you enroll them. Now, here's the kicker. This is my favorite part of one of my favorite parts of the comp plan. Not only do I get fast start bonuses on the people I enroll, but I get fast start bonuses on people in my organization. Any promoters that enroll with a kit within 4 levels, I get a fast start bonus on. And again, depending on the amount of the kit is the amount of the fast start bonus. So it's pretty incredible. I'll give you an example. If I sign Sarah with a 400 kit, I would get $80, but my upline above me is going to get $40. The upline above him would get 20, and the upline above them would get 15 or 10. So it's pretty incredible that, you're getting these fast start bonuses on everyone in your organization. And you may be thinking, well, how often do people order kits? I think I've ordered 9 kits since I've been in 8 months. We do order kits quite a bit because they run specials on those. So you're going to see those fast start bonuses are an amazing portion of your paycheck. And then we also have something called check matches, which blow me away because in my last company, the key in my last company was building someone to this rank called Diamond. And what happens is you would get a pay raise when that happened. But the only thing was that when that Diamond would promote, you would get a pay cut all the way up. Every time they promoted, you got another pay cut. And it never made sense to me why I worked hard, found the company a rock star, but yet if they did really well, I got pay cuts. And it just always bothered me, like, you know, that doesn't make sense to me. I worked hard. You wouldn't even have this person if it wasn't for me. How come I get pay cuts because they do well? That never meshed. Well, what I love about Le-Vel, and probably the part of the comp plan that blew my mind the most, was the check matches, because the better you do, the better I do. I don't get pay cuts because you're doing amazing. I get check matches, up to 40% check matches on all of your personally enrolled. And the best part is they start at 4K. They start at a very low, you know, in my last company, you didn't start getting paid on people till they made big money. Here, you're starting to get those check matches on people at just when they start hitting 4K. That's our first rank. That is huge, you guys. And I can tell you that I have been witness to what happens to your paycheck with these check matches, and it is mind blowing. The fact that you're getting rewarded for finding your company, you know, for getting out there, working hard, finding your company a total rock star. You're not getting pay cuts, you're getting pay increases, and that's what's so amazing over here. True residual income and beach money, I like to say. And the other thing that I love, and I know most of you that are watching this Zoom are familiar with network marketing. We have this thing called a 60-day waiting room. Some people call it the holding tank. I love it because in my last company, you had literally 24 hours to decide where you were going to put somebody you enrolled. That's, you know, 24 hours isn't a lot of time to figure out, you know, where should I put someone? What are they going to do? And, you know, we all know sometimes people say that they're going to work really hard and they don't. And sometimes they say they're not going to work at all and they do. What I love about Le-Vel is that every single person you sign, stay in your waiting room for 60 days. You have 60 days to make placements, moves, changes, and it's amazing because you can really build powerhouse teams over here. In my last company, we you know, had to make those quick, harsh decisions, and you know, over here you really got that time to think about it. So that waiting room is absolutely incredible. And what I also love is that you're going to help your workers. One thing that never made sense to me in my last business was I was always giving things to people not working because I had to fill all these boxes and charts. There is no charting over here. There are no boxes. Everything is based off of volume. So what I love is that when I give something to someone, I'm giving things to my workers, the people that deserve it because they're trying, because they're working. I'm never forced ever to give something to someone not working. I'm never forced to build somebody I don't want to build. That is truly what I absolutely love about this, is that, you know, you're rewarding your workers, and that's how it should be. That's how it should be in network marketing. So it's just a truly special comp plan. I've really never seen anything like it. We get paid about 12 different ways. You also will get paid off of your mini experiences, which is absolutely incredible. I was a waitress for 25 years before finding this amazing industry, network marketing, and I can tell you one of my favorite things about waiting tables was leaving that day with money in my pocket. If I had an electric bill, you know, I knew, oh, it's $200. I need to make $200 today. Well, guess what? You can do the same thing over here with our mini experiences. Get those in your hand. You are going to sell them like hotcakes. I am at the post office every day getting rid of those mini experiences because people want to try this product. They absolutely love the fact that they can get it in their hands for 3 days for about $25 and they can experience it. And when you tell them, hey, you know, I've got this product that you're most likely going to be mind blown when you try it, you would have given me 50. You know, they're going to have no problem handing you over $25 for a mini experience. You know, what I would love to tell each and every one of you guys watching is that truly what we have our hands on, what we just saw, I don't know how many of you have been really keeping your close eye on Le-Vel, but my team just had in one day off of one product, and it was just my team from me under what has been created over the last 8 months. We had a $200,000 day off of selling the brand new DFT Duo that sold out. You guys, the company as a whole, $7.5 million off of one product in one day. I'm pretty sure from the research I've done, they broke a network marketing record with that product. There is, you know, I could say it over and over. I could tell you, I wish, I hate doing Zooms. I wish I could just be in each person's living room, looking in their eyes, touching them, letting them see me, and how excited I am about this. And just so you would know, when I mean, I believe this is the opportunity of a lifetime, I believe that with my heart and with my soul. Being on this Zoom means you're in the right place at the right time. And, this can go either one of two ways. It really can. It can be one of those things that you watch and you forget about, and 2 years later, the person that sent it to you, they're going to be living a really different life. And it's going to be one of those things you go, why didn't I jump in then? Why didn't I listen? Why did I just push that off? Because that's the opportunity. That's life. I've done it before. I've had things put in my path quite a few times in the last 43 years. And there are quite a few times that I wish I would have not ignored what was put in my path. Don't do it this time, not over something that's free. That's the other thing, is you can sign up as a free customer, free promoter. Le-Vel is doing something no other company is doing with their cloud-based office. Letting people sign up absolutely for free and starting their business is unheard of. Customers being able to come in for free and getting their product free the very next month by referring to people, that's unheard of. What we're doing over here is really revolutionary. And, like I said, 5 years of your life is going to go by, whether you decide that this is for you, whether you decide it isn't. Why not plug away at something that's truly, really changing people's lives physically, financially? I mean, you have nothing to lose, everything to gain. And like I said, I don't want you being that person that's like, dang it, why didn't I, I should have. It doesn't have to be like that. It really doesn't. Not over this, not over free. So that's it. I hope that this is enough to give you guys a little bit of a glimpse, an inside window into what Le-Vel is, what the Thrive experience is. We do have a plus line. I think Le-Vel has 9 products total right now. I encourage you to start a free account with whoever sent you to this Zoom. Look at the products, look at the pricing, check out the ingredients on your own. There is a support ticket system that if you have any question, you can literally put your question into that support ticket and they will answer you right back, a direct answer right from corporate. And that's what I love, is just they have a system like that. And it is awesome, guys. Like, I mean, they get back to you and they give you thorough answers. And it's amazing how this company works for you, works for us. It's absolutely incredible. So do I have anybody that's on the Zoom right this second before we end it? Do you guys have anything that you wanted me to touch on, go over that I didn't already mention? Or do you have any questions about anything? You're all muted, so I can unmute. Does anybody have anything they can think of? And you know what, the last thing I would like to just kind of leave you with is, look, if you're listening to this and you have more questions, totally awesome. You know what, you can do a 3-way call with me, get back with whoever sent you and say, I need to get on a 3-way call with that chick that did that video, and we'll set that up. We'll set it up. I can answer any questions that this video didn't answer. And that's our job, is to, kind of getting those answers you need to get started on this amazing journey with us, because I promise you it will be a journey that will change your life. It really will. So I'm super excited for everybody. And you have amazing leadership. Gosh, this team is already on fire. Donnell is absolutely incredible. Irene, Sarah, Brittany. I mean, there's too many. I cannot believe how fast it's growing. Like, I don't even want to mention names because then I'll feel bad. I'll leave somebody out. But you're all like freaking amazing. And you're going to the top. Like, that's what I would tell anybody watching this, is don't sit back on the sidelines and watch them do this. They are going to change so many lives. And we want you to be a part of that. I want you to be a part of that. So I'm just excited. I can't wait to see you guys blow some records out of the water, because that's where you're headed. And congratulations. I'm so honored and so blessed that you guys put up with me traveling all the time doing these things. But I'm also honored and blessed to just have you guys and part of my team. Truly, it's a it makes me so happy to have you guys part of it. You're all amazing people, and I can't wait to get to like actually know everybody better and get to you guys in your area, which will be coming soon for sure. Sound good?
Yes, thank you so much, Lisa. We appreciate your time.
No problem.
And thanks for recording this, Sarah. I have